What's up, guys? It is time for week 4 of the Hot Wheels Best of the World series. Each week, we have a new country with 6 cars battle it out on the drag strip. The winner of the most drag races then heads to the finale, where each country will have put a car in. We will then have these 6 countries with their 6 champions battle it out in the finale and figure out which car has the best drag racer in the world, or which manufacturer has the best car that's drag racing in the world. Anyways, you kind of get the point. Anyways, this week's country is England. We have 6 English cars ready to battle it out on the drag strip. The first to 3 wins will be your champion. Let's meet our competitors. We begin with Aston Martin and the Db5, which is maybe the most quintessential British car. This is the James Bond car, the Aston Martin Db5. You watch James Bond movies, there's a good chance you're going to see an Aston Martin, and there's a good chance it's going to be the Db5. The Db5 has been everywhere throughout the Hot Wheels lineup, and you know it's driven by the most British spy ever, so that makes it pretty much the most British car ever, right? So that's the Aston Martin Db5. Next up, we have the Aston Martin Dbs, another James Bond car, and although it's only appeared in one movie, it's maybe one of the most infamous Bond cars. It has an absolutely incredible wreck, which holds the world record for the most rollovers, or something crazy like that. This is the Aston Martin Dbs, another James Bond car. Let's see if it can rival the Db5. We move on to another supercar company. This is the Mclaren F1 from, of course, McLaren. The McLaren F1 was at one point the fastest car in the world. It's one of the best supercars from the 90s. It's absolutely legendary, and it's looking to represent here today. Following the McLaren F1, we have its replacement that came nearly 20 years after the F1 was released. This is the Mclaren P1, an absolutely legendary car in its own right. It's part of the legendary Holy Trinity. It's one of the best cars ever produced as far as most people are concerned. It looks great in its signature orange. Let's see if it can dominate on the racetrack today. Following McLaren, we move to Jaguar and another legendary supercar. This is the Jaguar XJ220, a car that was around in the early 90s. It looks super big and bulky, but don't let that fool you. This car was super fast and super agile for its time. And rounding out the British cars, we've had 5 supercars. Let's throw it to Morris Mini. Maybe the most quintessential, maybe it's probably the most British car manufacturer ever. If you ever see these things driving around the streets, a lot of them have like the British flag on the roof. It's just a really unique car, and it's got a really just British look to it, personally, is what I think. It's a rally car in this case. Let's see what it can do against some absolutely insane supercars. Our 6 cars are ready to go drag racing. First 1 to 3 wins takes the championship and heads to the finale. We switch lanes every race. Let's get racing. Our cars are ready to go racing. Who will take the championship for Britain? One car will get its first win in 3, 2, 1. Jaguar wins it. The Jaguar wins the first race. Let's see who takes the second in 3, 2, 1. Jaguar again. The Jaguar XJ220 leads 2-0. Let's see if any car can challenge it for the victory. On your marks, get set, go. The Db5 wins in lane 5. We've switched lanes for race 4. The Jaguar has 2 wins, the Db5 has 1. Let's see if any other car can get a victory in 3, 2, 1. The Jaguar holds on for the victory, winning in 4 races and taking 3 victories. Fantastic win for the Jaguar. It's headed to the finale to represent England. So that's all for now. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all later in peace. Have a good day. See you next week.